And we're back.
And
It's
we're back.
real. We're live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Spaced Out Podcast. Hope you guys are all
Woo!
doing good and are having a good week. Episode
22.
22. I don't know about
I don't
you.
know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
I'm feeling younger than 22 still, but
Really?
I feel like I'm 19.
Mentally in my mind, I want to say that I'm 25. Like I'm at that
Really?
point, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I kind
I
of like the
mean,
ring of it. 25.
okay. 25 is better than
I hate
24.
it. It is better than 24, exactly.
Yeah, Shania just turned 25.
It's so crazy.
Crazy.
Quarter life,
But,
third, not really, but like kind of.
mm,
Not at
kind of.
all.
That's scary.
Live till 100. Not happening.
Hopefully, maybe one day.
My mom would always
But
be like, if I'm older than 90, kill me.
really,
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
a little bit, yeah. I've seen older people get like that. I think I saw one clip before where this lady turned like 99, and she was like, they're like, one more year till 100, and they're like, one more year, or she said something about like, hopefully I don't make it there, or something like that. It was
Oh my
crazy.
god. That's
It was
so
like something like,
sad.
hopefully the Lord takes me before then, or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
That's
grandma,
funny.
what the hell?
Oh, it's funny. Oh,
But
but we're
yeah.
back, and our title for this week is Unplanned, Unprompted, Unoriginal. Yeah, I came up with it. Very clever, and that's because we had a topic in mind
Oops.
for things we were going to chat about, and I was prepping and researching, and I forget if we chatted about it last week, what
I
it was
think
going
we
to
definitely
be,
did. Or
but
did we?
we're unprepared this week for whatever reason,
Oh,
Gab.
that's another good thing. I was like, Angel, what's an unword? Unprepared. Did I do that? Unplanned? Unprompted?
Oh,
Oh, unprepared.
unplanned, unprompted, unprepared.
That would have been good,
I
yeah.
mean, we're prepared as much as we
Mm,
normally are,
yes. But we
as much
wanted
as
to
we
do more.
normally
We wanted to like with you, come
with
at you with
something.
a topic. Like we're gonna learn
Right.
something together. You're gonna leave this podcast knowing something new.
Knowing something you might not have known before.
Exactly.
So that's gonna happen
Next
next
week.
week. So if you're listening on Spotify, just click the next arrow button for that.
I procrastinated my homework way
She
too close to
procrastinated
the
her.
podcast and didn't meet the deadline.
I also procrastinated mine, but I was like, all right, I have 2 hours before the podcast. I'm gonna sit down and do my homework then.
Yeah.
And an hour into it, Dad messages me like, hey, I did not do my homework.
My plan was like podcast is at 7. My plan was 5:30. Like surely in an hour I can come up with enough, write enough little notes. 5:30 came around. I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm swamped with
Oopsie.
work." I was like, "There's no way I
Oopsies.
could stop." So,
It's just been like that. Speaking of work, to
yeah.
completely pivot. Well, you've been really busy
So
recently,
busy.
and I've got new developments as of today for me, for my career.
Oh,
So my work's been fine.
okay.
I'm relatively happy with my job. I've been DM'd by a recruiter. They're trying to poach me for
Yeah.
another company, and I'm talking to them tomorrow.
Like
And
an
I don't know if
interview?
I'm having an interview with the technical recruiter, and I guess based off of how that goes, if my interest is still there, when he gives me more information about like company size, if the position's backfill or new position, more the specifics on the tech, the business model of the company, etc.
Yeah.
Um, what exactly I'd be doing. The title is senior software engineer,
Oh,
so I don't know
shit.
what kind of added responsibility would come with that. And based off of if I'm still peaked, I'm sure I'll have a behavioral slash technical interview with this company's like probably CTO and current like engineering manager and stuff.
Oh my
So
god.
pretty
Are
exciting.
you going into it knowing the salary and
I
like
do.
benefits?
I don't know benefits. I
Okay.
know the salary
Yeah. Ooh.
and I know the bonus percentage.
Ooh,
Um
okay.
it's about a 40 to 50% increase in what I'm making now.
Holy shit.
So
You're gonna be
it would be
rich.
it would be I'm sorry, my throat's dry. Just
40 to
it would be kind of crazy.
50%? Damn, that's gonna be
Yeah.
insane.
So here are my two plans. I want to see, so it was a range, right? And the range
Yeah.
is basically 30 to 40% more about that. And then
Okay.
the bonus makes it like 50%. Um,
Damn.
so depending on if this, I mean, I only have 4.5 years of experience. Putting somebody with a senior label in front of their name at that young of an age, like I'm only 24, is kind of unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'd hire me. I don't know. I'm just assuming that I'm gonna pass their interview because I think I interview really well.
Yeah.
Um, but I have two options. I could, one, assuming I get this position or this offer, take it,
Mm-hmm.
or two, use it as leverage at
Yep.
my current position to
Yep.
get
Yep.
a 20% raise, probably not match it entirely, but enough to make me stay
Yeah.
and, make some more money out of it. So it's definitely a good opportunity. I'm talking to this guy
Either way,
tomorrow.
yeah.
I didn't know if I was gonna share it or not because maybe it's just gonna go horribly, and next week I'll be like, well, guys,
Oh.
nothing's coming of it. But
But for the
it would
content,
be
it'll. Thanks for
for the
sharing.
content, yes. So, um, technically speaking, it's all the same tools and technologies I know, so there's no learning curve there for me, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. It would just be learning this new company's business. They have like three separate web platforms that all do different. Do I want to say the category of business? It's in the dentist industry.
Oh.
It's like
Wow. Didn't expect that.
dental software. Yeah, I didn't either.
Wow.
Um,
I guess they do
so
have
there's like some
stuff.
marketing software, there's some like automated software for whatever else, business into analytics, I don't know. So
Yeah.
it's that kind of, it's in that vein. So kind of similar
Sheesh.
in a
Yeah.
way to what like I'm doing now. So I don't know. We're gonna see what comes of this. It's a remote position. I forgot to mention
Oh,
that.
there you
It's
go.
completely remote.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're headquartered in like Atlanta or something, so I don't
Okay.
know. But we'll see what happens. But it looked like they looked legit. I sent it to my friend. He was like, "This company looks legit. Like they're not some kind of scheme or scam
Yeah.
or
There's a lot of
anything."
them out there. Little scheme
Yeah.
scammers. Yeah.
So I know salary range and bonus. And remote. I don't know benefits. I don't know PTO time
Yeah.
frame. And assuming I take this job, right, for whatever, say I interview well, they give me it. I have 3 trips planned in the next 6 months.
Fuck. Huh. Yeah.
Depending on their PTO model, they need to be okay with that, or that's like a no-go for me taking the position. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going, like I've had all 3 of these trips booked or in the works for well over 8 to 10 months, 12
Yeah.
months. So, um,
Yeah. Gonna
if
cancel
there's
them.
any, exactly, and if they give me kind of sus vibes around like, oh, well, you can just bring your laptop with you, or oh, you can
No.
just, or if the management gives off any kind of dink like that, then I'll know like to kind of stay away.
Yeah.
But like that's gonna be one of my first things. Like I need to know like what your PTO schedule's like, your benefits are like. Um, I have a lot of good questions in my head for like actually asking about the tech side and the business side. So we'll see what happens.
That's
Very new,
exciting.
fresh,
Tomorrow, you
fresh.
said?
Yeah, I put it on the guy's calendar for tomorrow at noon. So
Ooh.
yeah, this is just like a technical recruiter. It's like a third party that goes in and finds people. Um, so he's not like doesn't have any kind of affiliation with the company that's hiring at all.
Yeah.
He's just the middleman, and I don't know why people do that or like
It is
why
so
like companies
weird.
like to have middlemen. It's kind of weird, yeah.
You'd think
So
you'd
I'm
want
talking to
someone
this
within your
guy.
company to recruit for your company.
Yeah, I've had one of these interview types before, but the interview I had with a technical recruiter, um, it was like technology that I wasn't going to be interested in, and this is like when I was like looking for a job like out of school when I got laid off.
Yeah.
Um, it was like web tech, but it was like weird stuff, like stuff I hadn't heard of before, and I kind of knew a lot at that point. So I was like, I'll level with you, like I'm not interested. Like good luck. Like on the phone with the guy, like I'm not interested. Sorry. Like now that I learned more
Yeah.
about it, so. But this is it's all Vue.js, Vue, and it didn't say the database type. I'm assuming MySQL, but it was like Laravel and PHP, and that's what I primarily do. So
Right up
they
your
reached out to
alley.
me. Yep, I wasn't applying. They hit me up. So I honestly think best case scenario, they give me an offer. I go back to my company and they basically match
Yeah.
it.
I mean, because
That would be
you're
best case
like,
scenario.
yeah, you know your company really well. You like it. You vibe with everyone. They
Yeah.
have really good
Hmm.
PTO. God damn.
Yeah, I almost feel like I'm cheating, like talking to this recruiter about this other job. Like it's weird. Like
Nah.
on my work laptop, like while I'm working.
Yeah.
And I really like my manager, and like switching jobs, you don't know what kind of management you're gonna end up in.
Yeah.
And my
People can
manager's
be
great.
dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And all my coworkers are great. The guys on my team are great, and I wouldn't want to leave them kind of
Yeah.
thing. So even I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. It's
None of
gonna
your
depend.
current coworkers listen to this, do they?
I doubt it. I
Okay,
doubt
okay.
it.
Just making sure. Just curious. But yeah.
They're a couple of them are aware that I stream.
Mhm.
I mean we played with one of them, but
Yeah.
I think like two of them are aware I stream, but they don't drop in as often or anything like that. So I almost like I shouldn't feel this way, but I almost feel bad leaving my company because in a way they took a chance on me. Like they
Mhm.
hired a student, like a new grad with only a year and a half's worth of experience as a part-time employee. And they were like, okay, like you seem to know your stuff, like we'll give you a shot type of deal. So
Yeah.
almost like leaving them, just like, oh, they're giving me more money, like bye, feels kind of
You
scummy
gotta
in a
look out for
way. But
yourself in these situations.
e-
It's a company.
exactly.
They will move
It's a
on
company.
and forget you. You never existed to them.
That is my code will persist,
Yeah.
but that's about it. So
Yeah.
Um,
Chase
we're
the
gonna see
money.
how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. But I mean, I just had a one-on-one with my manager 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
and money wasn't discussed at all, and I was kind of expecting it to be.
Ooh.
So that was kind of stinky. But I was praised during it. I got all, basically positive feedback. Everybody was very happy
That's
with
cool. But like the
me.
paychecks.
Oh well. So I I I don't think the senior people at my job currently are making what this new offer would give me.
Yeah.
So I
Oh.
think like that's something that keeps hitting my head. Like I don't think that people I currently work with or some of them are making more than this potential new offer.
Mhm.
If they gave it to me or tried to match it to an extent to a certain point, they might feel like they have to promote everybody a lot more, and I don't know like if it's within company budget or anything like that.
Oh.
So they might just cut their losses and take somebody. Like I don't know what their reaction is going to be. I think they would try to fight to keep me,
Yeah.
but not as hard, not as I don't know. I don't know.
That makes
A lot to think
sense.
about. Yeah. It's still very fresh. This is less than 8 hours old, so or 12 hours old. So we'll see.
I'm sure it's gonna go
Hopefully
great. I feel like you're definitely gonna benefit one way or another from it.
one way or another, it's good to just keep up on interviewing practice for anybody listening. Just always be interviewing. Take it, even if you're not even interested, just to stay in the game.
Yeah,
Almost, at least in our industry, I think it's a good idea.
definitely. I've
Um,
never had a technical interview in my life.
that is kind of true. I mean, I've never had a traditional like Fang Tech technical interview that was like 5 rounds with like different algorithms and like
Yeah.
graph theory and I never had anything like that either. The most technical mine got was like, okay, you had your behavioral, go and make us this app over the weekend, this like sample app, and when you come back, you're gonna like show it to us and explain how you did everything.
Yeah.
Basically make sure you didn't yoink it and like follow tutorial. And I got like 2 minutes into that, and they're like, you can shut up. Like we know what you're talking about.
Like, okay,
Like you're
guy.
good. Yeah, I'm impressed my former boss. So, um, we'll see. Anyways, fresh news. But that was my Tuesday.
Your
How has
Tuesday.
your past week been? What'd you do this weekend? All that good stuff.
Weekend was a
Anything
little
new?
crazy.
Let's hear
Saturday
about it.
night we went to a club, a rave-ish
Okay.
type. Like it was like techno
I think
music.
you were chatting about that last
And
week.
yeah, I got pretty drunk.
Rave.
Um,
Okay. Are you into that kind of?
super. Not
Are
at
you like
all.
super into that? No,
Okay, like I like
because you like to dance, but
socialize.
you
I like
don't
to
seem like
dance.
the kind
Yeah.
of person to like go like moshing type of thing.
No, yeah,
Like
that
that's what
kind of
I think
scares
of.
me. But
Mm,
like, like even techno, like I'll never listen to techno on my own. But if I'm
okay.
drunk, I'll dance to anything, and I'm not a good dancer. It's really quite embarrassing.
Oh, dude, I the stiff like I can't dance for
Yeah,
shit.
I try. I try
It's
to like
bad.
there was one moment literally during it. I remember I'm like, I'm not on rhythm, and these people are gonna see that I'm not on rhythm.
Oh my
And it was
goodness,
like I just
no.
was so in my head about it.
Uh,
But it was a really good time. I was with Angel and a couple of his friends, and like we just drank a whole lot. Really tiny
nice.
venue. Lot of people. There's like I don't know if you've ever been to like raves or clubs or anything where people have like lights on their fingers or they'll have like glow
Oh,
sticks
I've
and they'll
never,
be like bloop, bloop,
no.
bloop. They'll be twisting
I've
them in the
seen
right
like
hand.
videos and stuff, but I've never
Yeah.
been. The most club like experience I've been to was for your birthday this past January when we were like in
Oh.
San Diego. That's like the, except for like the middle school and like high school like proms where like there were like
Yeah.
ravey kind of lights and stuff. Like I've never gone, never
Like the
clubbed.
girls with the hula hoops and whatnot.
Yeah, I've never been to that kind of like rave or anything.
Those are a lot of fun. People like dress up crazy. It's
Hmm.
always fun to do that. But like people like be tripping on drugs, and so they'll just be like
Right.
staring at the people with their lights on their fingers, and it's,
Oh,
they're probably
right.
seeing a whole different thing. So that's always a lot of fun as well. At one point though, like I'm crazy drunk, and I don't make eye contact. I do not look at any people because I don't want people to talk to me. I get
Mm.
so scared.
Did you get hit on at all while you were there, or no? Because you were with a
So
group.
at one point,
Oh
I'm I'm
boy.
I'm coming down at this point. Like I'm the whole it's hours. It's hot. I'm sweating. Very compact little room. Hours I'm dancing, and I'm starting to come down. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Um,
Oh shit, you guys were like out
yeah. The
late.
club closes at
Damn.
3, and I think we left the place around 2:30.
Okay.
So like around 2 o'clock, like I'm towards the wall. Everyone's still dancing, but I'm just like bopping a little bit. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Can I dance with you?" And I didn't know what to say. So I'm like,
Oh.
"Yeah." And she like starts grinding on me.
Oh no.
And I just like try to get into it, looking at Angel like, "Okay." He
Ooh.
has a little video of it and it's so embarrassing. Like
Oh
I
my
don't know how to move my
goodness.
arms and it feels like she was
You
really
couldn't get into
nice.
it?
She wasn't
Yeah.
like it wasn't like a hitting way, I don't think. Like it wasn't like a, oh, you're hot, like I want to get with you.
Okay.
I think it was just kind of like, let's dance, let's have fun sort of a thing. But like at one point she's trying to talk to me and I can't understand a word she's
Yeah, it's
saying.
just clubs, so it's just like mouth
Yes.
moving.
And
Yeah.
I had earbuds in too because like it's loud. I'm not trying to damage my
Right.
ears even more.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to talk and I'm hearing wop 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 and I'm like, what? Like I'm literally, what do you say? I think she asked Angel how long we were together. And then she was
Okay.
like, "Oh, I'm with blah 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 blah," and then she's
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Cat, I have a cat," and she's doing this, and
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
such a
So
weird
funny.
thing. Yeah, it was a really fun time. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Sounds kind of crazy, but it was not just you and Angel. It was like a group of you guys,
Yeah, it was
his
Angel,
rave friends or
I,
whatever.
and then 3 other friends.
Nice.
They're not ravers either.
No, oh, it was the other.
No.
Okay, it was the other group. Okay.
Yeah, the other group.
Cool.
So that was
Still, that's
interesting.
crazy. I had a spontaneous Saturday nights. So Friday I was streaming balloons, as I do now,
Mm-hmm.
and my
Professional balloon
friend
streamer.
messages me, and he was like, "Hey, I have concert tickets. I had friends back out. Do you and Shania want to come?" So I go and ask Shania, and Shania's like, "No, I don't want to go." But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "It's a free show. Like, I'll go." And he was like, "I'll drive." So I was like, "Okay,
Wow.
cool."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was me, him, his wife, two of their friends, and like one of their friends' friend or something. So just like people I don't really know at all, and we're just at this concert. And it was a good time. It was for a group called Doctor Dog. Hadn't heard of them. They were good.
Oh, you got
It was
that
like
Dr. Dog in you.
you would recognize their most famous song. It's like a TikTok sound. You probably recognize it.
Sing it for me.
Uh, Where'd all the time go?
Oh,
Bum, bum, bum,
is their
bum. Yeah,
name
that
Dr.
one.
Dog?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, that's the only one I knew too.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Dr.
that was the
Dog.
first song they played. I was like, oh, this is gonna be sweet. Like they were super good live. There were like 10 of them on stage and everything.
That's so
So
sick.
yeah, so we went and saw that, but we were sitting there hanging out, and basically the story was the friend of the friend got up to use the bathroom, and we had blankets down on the grass, and I'm just sitting there. I think we were still waiting for the main guy to go on, for Dr. Dog to go on.
Okay.
So we're sitting there waiting, and I started smoking at this point. So I'm just chilling. I think I was like on my phone, like on Discord or Instagram or something.
Yeah.
And people start talking, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, people start talking. So apparently, in the time the friend got up to the bathroom, this couple like took his spot and sat in it. And my friend and his wife were like, hey, like our friend just went to the bathroom, like he's sitting there. And the guy goes, grass is grass. Like, was a total asshole about like taking his spot. And
Yeah.
my friend and his wife, like, they were a little tipsy, but they started like yelling at this dude,
Oh
like going
shit.
off, like barking at him almost. And they were like calling him an asshole and like a douchebag, like, and he was like, I don't care, like, your blanket wasn't touching this part. I'm gonna sit here. And it was like being total, like he was being like a dickhead. Like there was tons of other spots. Like he sat like right like on top of us essentially.
Weird.
And I had never seen like this friend like get like that before.
Yeah.
And I immediately felt this like so awkward. Like my like I was like so anxious for no reason. I was like, are they gonna try to get me involved? Like yell at this guy with them?
Kyle, get
So
over here. Jump in the
so like
sky.
I had a bottle of water with me. So
Mhm.
I just like started drinking the water, like a bunch, and then like put it down, look at my phone, and like doing that. So like I looked busy.
Oh my god. You're like, don't make eye
It
contact,
was
don't make eye
it
go,
was
go,
so
go,
it was so
go.
so eventually the guy comes back from the bathroom and he's like, what the fuck, guys? You're like this he was like a bigger guy, so he like called him something and was like, let him take my spot. And they all started going in on him, like and I like didn't know what to do. I was like, do I get involved? Like nobody stood up at any point, everybody was sitting, but it sounded like it could have gotten close. Like I
Holy
was like, what?
shit.
It's like drama,
Was there
yes.
no space any like okay, your friend's spot was taken. So where'd they go when they came back? Did you find more space?
We like squeezed in closer. So we had like two blankets. So there was like big long front blanket
Yeah.
with like me, friend's wife empty or like a little bit empty, like had her bag on it.
Okay.
And another towel behind us with like two friends and the guy was like half on the blanket, half on the grass. So
Yeah.
we all had to like squeeze together essentially. And
That
I don't know,
sucks.
I've known this guy for like the friend I went with for like almost 9 years now. And never seemed like the kind of person who would like be verbally uh confrontation
Yeah.
confrontational with. But I guess his wife kind of is. So I like
Uh.
never seen him like that before,
Mhm.
and I guess I just wasn't expecting it. I don't know. They're like very like left-leaning, like vegan kind of people. So I
Yeah.
thought they'd just be like, "Oh, okay," and just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
But it was like the exact opposite. So
Damn. The Mr. Dog brought out the big dogs in
Dr. Dog
them.
brought the big
Dr.
dogs.
Dog.
It
That's
was
what it is.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
But
crazy. Yeah,
anyway,
I
so
would like if someone was like, "Hey, my friend's sitting there." I'd be like, "Oh, okay. Sorry, let me
exactly.
move."
And we had been there for like 3 hours at this point. Like this guy got here just for the main act. Like they were trying to like scooch in. So eventually, like an hour in, eventually an area cleared up in front of us, and they
Yeah.
got up and like walked up. And then of course, like my friend started like shouting at him again and like yelling at him like, "Yeah, go
Get
get
the
closer to
fuck out
somebody
of
else's
there.
spot." Basically, like heckling him. It was crazy.
That's
And at that point, I was like
insane.
really buzzed. So I like didn't even like care. I was like, yeah, like I didn't say anything, but I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. For me, it's like at
Insane.
that point, it's over. It's done with. No words are gonna change anything. It's definitely just like it makes me feel better to yell at them. But my word would be
Yeah,
like, what if there is a fight, and what if security comes, and what if we all get kicked
right. There
out?
actually, we did see an actual fight happen and people got kicked out, but it was like across the lawn, like kind of far
Oh,
away. But like, I think the worst it got was like the dude called her like a little girl, like my friend's wife, like little girl or something, and he started like going all. It was crazy. Ah.
that's so funny.
So, but it was a fun time. Like it didn't
Yeah,
ruin the concert at all or
that's
anything. Like
good.
both openers were good. The main act was good and went like they did a 5-song encore,
Oh,
like
holy shit!
crazy. Yeah.
Another one.
They like it took them a while to come back out. Like it was like 10 minutes and then they came
Oh,
back out. Yeah, like really long. Like an act it felt like an actual encore. They were like, "Ah, fuck it, like we'll go back out." Like
yeah.
stage lights like came on and stuff, but people were still there like cheering, so they came back out.
Oh shit! Did a lot of people
Yeah.
leave?
a handful. I wouldn't say more than like a fifth or some. I don't know. Like
Okay.
some people left, but it was a good show, and my friend bought us all a round of drinks,
Oh,
and
fun.
4 beers at this venue was $78. 4 beers,
Wow.
four like of like the liquid deaths, like big, like tall, like pint size ones, but still almost like $80
That
for
isn't too
4 drinks.
bad, I feel like.
You can get a pallet of beers at the liquor store for that
No,
much.
okay,
Like,
definitely super
oh, like
crazy
you think for a
expensive.
venue,
For a venue,
it was
that's
like
not too
$18
bad.
a beer, almost
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah,
What?
it's pretty expensive.
To me, like a beer out like at a venue is like 9, 10, $11.
Yeah, I would think like
That's
12
what I
bucks.
think. Yeah,
We
it
used
was
when we went to venues, it would be like
18.
15 for a beatbox, and we thought that was like,
50.
yes, we're
That's
winning. And now it's
crazy.
20. It's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh man. But we saw Dr. Dog. I could best describe him as like soft rock with some like indie folk mixed in,
Yeah.
and the occasional song that had like a gospel country feel.
Oh,
So it was an
sick.
interesting variety, but it like all sounded good.
Yeah.
And the fans there like were really into it. Like they all were singing, and I felt like the only person who like didn't know who this guy
Yeah.
was. So,
Preparation
but
for Taylor Swift. Do you know any of their songs?
I think I'd do better at Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But
That's
that was a fun
fun.
time. Free concert.
Spontaneous.
He drove me. He bought me alcohol,
He
and we
took
got to
you
hang
out on a
out and
date.
chat. He took me on a date with his what? I know, it was crazy.
Wow.
But it was a fun time, and I was glad I got to see him because he's
Hmm.
the kind of person like I might see like 5 or 6 times a year type of deal.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, so it was a good time. Yeah, I feel like I've been yapping forever. What else did you do this weekend? You went to the rave? What did you do Friday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday,
That was
other
Friday
days of the
night
week?
that we went to the club. So Saturday,
Okay.
it was a bit of recovery. I didn't sleep as much as I wanted to, but I got up and for whatever reason, I had confidence and I was like,
Okay.
I'm a confident bitch.
You should
So
every day.
I know I should, but today or not today or that day specifically, I did. Angel was gone, and I was for whatever reason craving chilaquiles, which is like
Okay.
they're like chips with sauce and cheese and pork. I think it was
Okay.
because I was hungover and I was like, ooh, I want something
Mm.
fatty and greasy. So I went to a restaurant by myself and sat at the bar,
Oh, that's
treated
exciting. That's
myself
actually
to a
very
meal.
brave. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever done that. I think I'm gonna end up doing that when I go on my trip to Dallas.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't talk to
Exciting.
anyone.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
like, did
like,
anybody try to talk to you?
orange
Like
juice,
besides the
please.
bartender?
And that was the only thing I said.
Oh man.
I did.
Well, that's cool though.
I wanted to so badly. Okay, ever since Shania got a nose piercing, I want to be here so bad, and I want to get a nose piercing.
You should.
And so every now and then, I'm like, I'll just do it. Like, it has to be spontaneous. I think. Like, I just have to do it one day.
Okay.
And I got really close that day because there was a tattoo and pierce shop right next door.
Right there. Okay.
So I went, but I chickened out, and
Ooh.
I had them change out a piercing that I needed changing instead.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
did that.
Ooh. So would you get the same as her, or would you get like a different nostril or septum, or which
I
which
want to
part?
I do want to do a stud and maybe like change it out to a ring after it's healed. But I don't.
Okay.
That's my biggest problem is I don't know a nostril. I think that's what's holding me
You
back.
gotta do both.
I'm not doing both. I'll do both if you do both.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
all of a sudden.
I don't think I would pierce my nose just because I sneeze, man. And I feel like it
Oh,
would be like super
boogies.
uncomfortable. I got mad boogies, dude.
Yeah.
Mad boogies. Got quite the
It'd
honker.
be a
So,
boogie trap. And just like, oh, they're right there for me. Probably.
so, but
So
that's cool. Very spontaneous day. That's exciting though.
yes. I was gonna go to the library after and get a library card, but they
Mm.
closed. So I was like,
Yeah, I guess
that'll
they
do it
probably
for
close
me.
early on a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun though. Our Sunday was pretty light. I hung out. I did a bunch of stuff for the stream. Updated some of the
Ooh.
panels.
Mhm.
Got some new widgets. Uh, ordered new or commissioned new sub badges coming soon.
Exciting.
So like that kind of stuff. Worked on the VODs. All I have left is the Fallout New Vegas VODs, and then I'm all caught up. And that will be exciting. It took me like 3 months to upload all my VODs, but
Yeah, what, five
almost done.
years worth, right?
Basically, I started in November of 2020, so like whatever I saved
Okay.
for the past over 4 years, like, geez, man, almost 5 years.
So you'll be
Um,
done by this weekend for sure.
yeah, for sure. And then I gotta switch over the settings, and then it'll be all good to go. Pretty cool. Like the ones from when you visited are up already now.
Oh,
Like the
wow.
puzzle race and the mystery puzzle and keep talking nobody explodes.
Yeah.
They're all up, so pretty exciting. I did that
Damn.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But we went to a Mexican buffet
Ooh,
style
yes.
place.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been to like an Asian style buffet before for a friend's birthday party, like years and years ago. And it was not that good. Like the quality of the food wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of hesitant, like, because I said the person like, oh, all buffet food, like besides breakfast buffet, like isn't great.
Yeah.
But like, should I didn't want to go to like the same place we did normally go to for Mexican food. I was like, let's just try it. It was like a half hour away, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah, I got like pulled pork tacos and this like other kind of chicken and pepper
Ooh, fuck,
tacos. I
that
got
sounds good.
empanadas. I got street corn,
Mm-hmm.
rice and beans. Shania got horchata,
Mm-hmm.
and she got a bunch of like the desserts. I was too full for dessert. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I was so full. Yeah. But we did that for dinner, and that was really good. Highly recommend
It
if
was
you
close to
haven't.
you?
I'm sure you have. It kind of wasn't. It was like a half-hour ride,
Okay.
south-ish. Yeah.
I think
So
Shania
like
said it
not
was like
super far,
20
but
something per person.
yeah, it was like $20 to get in, and then it was like we got drinks
Mm-hmm.
and the tip, so it ended up being like $70.
Yeah, but for all you can
Mm.
eat,
Yeah, it
not
was definitely
bad.
worth the value. Like if we went to like a normal restaurant and ordered all the food we did, it would have been like $150
God
probably.
damn. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
insane.
I had four little empanadas. They would probably would have been like $8 each
Yep,
if I got them like out somewhere. And I
probably.
had three tacos. That would have been probably like 15, $20 on its own
Right.
with all the sides and so very much worth, very good, and all that good stuff.
I've not been
But
to
I
a
mean,
buffet since like my grandparents would take us to Golden Corral. That's a
I've never
buffet
been to Golden
place, right?
Corral. I think it is. I've never been there though.
But also like as an adult, I'm not sure if I would want to. I'm worried that people are icky. Like they're not touching the food, right? They're just the
No, I
tongs. They're not
when we were there,
sneezing on
people
it,
weren't touching the
surely.
tongues. No, and when we got there like 10 minutes after the buffet started. So like everything was still
Ooh.
fresh. It hadn't been sitting out for a long time,
Yeah.
but it was busy already. Like the place was packed.
Yeah.
It was very busy. There were like families eating. There were people like working and eating, and there were kids and stuff. So it was pretty busy. Um, but yeah, nobody. I didn't see anybody like stick their hand into something or pick something up,
Yeah.
except for the tortillas, maybe,
Mhm.
because like they were just like all out on like a sheet kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was very good, really good food.
That's my biggest worry, that
Um,
people would be like unhygienic with it. Make me feel
yeah, they make you
icky.
it'd be like dirty or something, but it didn't feel. I felt fine with it.
Yeah.
So that was Sunday. Yesterday we played Minecraft.
We did.
Pretty
We
fun
did
for anybody
Minecraft
who missed it.
Lockout.
We did Small Ants Minecraft Lockout. It was really fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah, you kind
But
of had a you and 0 and 2 a little bit
what?
there. That was kind of
Okay.
rough.
Well, you didn't have to bring that up. That's so cool. I was so excited for this mod. I thought I was gonna do so good. I have watched now probably hours worth of Small Ant VODs for this one mod, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got crazy into it. So I learned a couple of the tricks. I was like, oh, you for
Ooh,
this and this and this, and but they were using a different mod. It was that one, but it was like more.
different like set of like tasks, kind of.
No, it's same task, but it was a tournament styled. And so like for theirs, like when
Oh.
whatever task we had, it was like breed 6 animals. They could hover over it and see how many they have bred.
Oh,
Like
so there's
five
like
out of
a new.
six is a
So
newer
there's
version.
another version out there. Probably only the content people have
Yes.
it.
Yeah, that
I'm
one
pretty
isn't
sure
open for
like
public.
I'm pretty sure Smallland's friend does all the mods for him because he was at TwitchCon. Like when Shania and I went, he was there,
The
and he
friend?
did all like yeah, and he did all his like Mario Odyssey mods as well. I
Oh
think he streams.
shit. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Mm.
Get in with the crew for the mod.
I haven't seen any of the tournament style ones. I'll have to check them out because that
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
It's not
But this
that
one was
different.
really
It's just
cool.
like cuter, better quality.
Okay. But I liked it a lot more than Bingo Sync and doing
Mhm.
that. It was very neat. For whatever reason, my OBS was fucking up with
The
the
sound,
the sound. Yeah, it was kind of
the
annoying,
modded version. Yeah, super weird. But
but
do
it was
we have we
fun.
said like what our plan was with that?
We kind of mentioned it. I don't think it was last
We
week. I
said
feel like it
did
was
we
the
set a
week
date?
before that.
Yeah.
The 10th, right? I think we did.
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to do a
I
little
got a
tournament thing.
yeah, little tournaments style thing. But yeah, yesterday we played with Hippo and Egg, which went well. We practiced the 2v2,
Yeah.
and we'll probably do a couple more streams of it leading up to that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'm excited. Stakes have not been decided. We're still
If
working
you
out
have
what the stakes are gonna
suggestions,
be.
let us
Yeah,
know.
maybe when we go to the Q&A, maybe people will have some suggestions
Yeah.
for
Looking for
stakes or
like a
something.
loser does this sort of a thing.
Loser does this, not a winner gets this. Like loser has to do this.
Loser, but
I mean,
reasonable.
I think like loser has to do a 12-hour stream or
Oh
something.
shit! Whoa. For real?
What?
Wait, fuck.
What?
For
Why
sure. I
not?
gotta practice. I've got to start
Maybe that's a bit much.
practicing.
I mean, that's a bit much.
It's a
But
great idea.
that's a good
I
stake.
think that's a good stake. I do
Neither one of
think
us really
that
want to do
if
that though.
perhaps that maybe like if there's a chance that I might lose, which probably won't happen, I would
Hmm.
just need office first. If we
Oh, I
could
see.
agree to
So it would be
that.
scheduled at a later date. I gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
got you.
practice. I'm gonna practice really hard.
We did we don't I think we all did good though. It was a fun time.
We
Highly
all
recommend
did
checking it
really,
out.
yeah, we all did
I think we
really
did.
good.
I had
Every
one
single one
really
of us
bad death in the Nether, but
died to
other than that,
lava.
it was rough. I went to sprint jump and only regular jumped and just went kerploop into the lava. Yep.
No.
Yep, that's
I like
literally
that
what
sound.
happened. Like I like hit control and I guess it didn't pick it up and I just like jumped off into the yeah. It was so dumb. I had blocks. I could have just built and I didn't. And I didn't have my spawn set, didn't have a bed, nothing.
No,
Like just
rookie mistake.
total reset. Yep.
The second match we did, I was with Hippo, and Hippo said,
Hmm.
"Go to bedrock." And so I went down to bedrock with a stone pick, and I ran, and I had no food, and I had like nothing, and I just kept getting hurt by mobs. And
No.
then Egg made it to bedrock, so we didn't get that goal. But then I was like,
Yeah,
I see diamonds. I can get the diamonds.
right.
So I grabbed iron. I smelted the iron. I had an iron pick. The diamonds were 10 blocks in front of me, but I was stuck on a ledge at 1 heart, and I couldn't heal at all. So I tried
No.
digging underneath to the diamonds, but then you guys got it before
And then
us.
I got it.
Yeah.
No. Like,
I was in that situation for 20 minutes.
oh my God. That happened to us with the yellow wool. I had like
Mm.
50 something yellow wool and then you got it. I was like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. That's the one thing I was
But
proud
it's,
of is yes, did that.
yeah.
That
So
was
definitely a
good.
lot of fun. Um, but do you have a Munch and Crunch for this week? Last
I
week, oh, I guess we can
do.
talk about last week. There was no Munch and Crunch for me, so we can talk about that
Yeah,
too. But
because you're
what do you have
dying.
this week?
I
Yeah, I got my
have.
results back, so we can talk about
Oh,
it.
really? Wait, that's so
I
exciting.
did.
I got blueberries.
Blueberries.
Blueberries,
Very good.
yes.
I've got the
The
grips. I've got
grips.
the
Nothing
grips.
changes. I feel like it's always the same Munch and
It's
Crunch.
so good. We have I bought at the supermarket this week, just so I went this week on Friday, and I got a big 50 count bag of pizza rolls.
Ooh, yum.
And I got home that night and ate like half the
Oh.
bag. Because I streamed balloons and then I got on afterwards and kept playing with my friends like
Mhm.
afterwards and I was like, wait, I've got ice cream and I've got pizza rolls.
Oh
And
shit.
I had both and so now I
Together?
have like 5 pizza rolls left. Not at the same
Dipped
time, but
pizza rolls
kinda.
in the
I didn't
ice cream.
No, I didn't dip at all.
Mountain Dew on the desk. Mmm. That sounds pretty good. We got
Yeah.
Chinese food today. So probably gonna eat that
Ooh,
later.
nice. I made for dinner. I made a stromboli last night. Made a little pizza shop stromboli.
Ooh.
It had ham, pepperoni, salami, gabagool, capicola, and cheese, and it was banging. It
No
was so good.
vegetables.
No veggies, all meats.
Just meat.
Yes,
Nice.
and it was really good.
Yeah.
It was popping off. Yeah,
So you
and I
said
had
you
the
made it. How
leftovers
did
for
you make
lunch.
it? Is it
Um,
just like
I
dough?
yeah, I bought the dough and all the lunch meats from the supermarket, and then I just stretched it out, layered all the meat, and just like folded it up and uh, sealed it off, I guess, and put it in the oven for like a half hour.
What's the difference
And it was
between that
really
and a
good.
calzone?
Calzone is almost like you had like a
Like
small
inside out
pizza and you
pizza.
flipped it over, like inside out pizza, like you
Yeah.
flipped it over on itself, and all the and usually calzones have like ricotta cheese in them too. It's like
Yeah.
ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese. They
Mm.
typically don't have sauce, I'm pretty sure, and they usually have like meat in them.
Yeah.
And I know all this because I worked at pizza shop. Pizza turnover is basically the same thing, but like sauce and cheese and like your toppings turned over on itself and either baked or fried. Usually calzones are baked, I
Fried?
think.
Oh
And
shit.
then panzerottis are usually like little guys with just sauce and cheese, and then they're deep fried.
I feel like you're
And a lot of
making
the
up
times
words
they,
right now.
I'm not. I lived it for almost 5 years.
Panzerotti,
Panzerottis,
pizza
calzones, pizza
turnover.
turnovers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Sure.
The East Coast for you, I guess, for this area.
Hmm.
I did that yesterday. Today we went to the gym.
How was that?
Went well. I'm kind of tired from it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Did 4 miles on the bike. Pretty good.
Ooh.
Did some arms and back, so they're kind of tired.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, went to the gym today. But anyway, I got my blood test results back for all the previous last week listeners. I got them back. They all came back, and
And?
almost everything is normal. Like
Oh.
99% of it is normal. Yeah, normal. All of everything, the sugar and the salt and the potassium and the white blood cells and the red blood, it's all fine. It's all fine. I have low immunity to the pneumococcal virus, which I
Ooh,
think you can get a vaccine
no.
for. I think you can get a vaccine for it. And I think I had before. But literally everything else was fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that
So,
different than last time you had to get blood work? Like, are you improving?
oh, it was nothing like that. Like I got the special blood work because um my mom got diagnosed with something and I went to see if I had it.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I
So you
messaged
don't
her. I was
have
like,
that.
"Can you?" I don't think I do. Like I messaged her and I was like, "Hey, my blood work came back. Can you look at it and tell me if I have the thing you do or like the low whatever?" And she was like, "Your pneumococcal thing was low, but you can get the vaccine for that." And she was like, "You're something with the tiny low. It was normal." So I don't know. She didn't tell me, so
Oh,
I guess not.
she's
Maybe.
hiding
I
it
don't
from
know.
you.
No
We won't
idea. I
tell
don't
Kyle.
care. It was basically all fine.
That's good
So,
though. Exciting.
yeah.
Congrats on the almost
Ooh.
completely like clean blood
I'm normal, guys. I'm normal.
ish. Well, in
Um,
some ways.
that was stinky, like the timing, because last week couldn't munch and crunch, and now I can. I
Yeah.
felt like I betrayed the pot. I betrayed the listeners.
They
Didn't
were
munch and crunch.
sad. They all
Didn't
individually
partake.
messaged me after
No.
and said, really
No.
upset Kyle didn't have Munch and Crunch. Will
So
be
Hippo and Char
unsubscribing.
messaged you.
Just those two. I today at the movie nights on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw. I wasn't able to join tonight because I was
Me
doing my
neither.
homework.
Yeah, homework week. Yeah, I couldn't do it either. So I had to message Shar. I was like, please, can you host the movie night? And
Ooh,
they
oh
did.
shit.
They hosted it for me. That was super nice.
They did
Appreciate
Happy
that.
Feet.
Happy feet. Yeah,
Okay,
can't touch this bite, right? That's that one. I'm too close
probably.
to the
I think so, yeah.
edge.
I'm too
Yeah,
close to the edge. That sounds right.
that's all I
So
need to
your
know.
work's been like picking up. So like what's the deal? What happened
Super
to
secret,
doing nothing?
super secret
Super secret.
sale coming up.
Oh, at
So
your
I got to
retail
develop
store.
a landing page for it.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it looks nice. I did a good job. The problem is I'm an idiot, or the job is one of the two. Like basically, I've
Okay.
developed the whole page, and all that's left is I have to put the images up. But for
Okay.
whatever reason, every different thing, the Figma URL they gave me, the images they dropped on the server, the other images that are somewhere that I've got,
Mm-hmm.
they're all scaled down to a 1440 width monitor.
Interesting.
So like
Okay.
the images I'm downloading are now being upscaled for like a typical 1920 sized. And
You
so it's
can't do CSS to hack around that, I guess, because it's like the way the image is.
yeah, and like
Hmm.
there's
I
text
don't know.
baked
Oh, there's
in,
text
so
in the
now
image.
so
Oh,
now it's like looks pixelated and it
stretching.
looks ugly. And so like I talked to my boss on 3 separate occasions. I was like, what do I do? They're like message design. I was like, okay, message design. They fixed one image, but then I was like, oh, but what about the 50 other images that are on
Just
this
keep
fucking
messaging
landing
them.
page?
I mean,
We figured it out
that's
today. At the end of the
okay.
5 o'clock, I messaged him at like 11, and he did message me back till like 4, and he's like, oops,
Jeez.
forgot about this. I'm like, okay, no big deal.
Damn.
But we finally figured it out. There's a way, like, design should have just like dropped them all on one server the size that they need to be, but I am now having to
Right.
go in and individually download and then compress and rename and upload them, which will take me
Really?
hours.
So what I think our web apps we work on are very different.
Yeah.
For me, when I display an image on a web page, that asset's URL is typically like in an AWS storage bucket,
Yeah.
and the asset URL is derived from and inserted via like PHP like markup code. Are you like
Oh.
hard coding image URLs? So like
We upload them.
design gave you and they give you like a Dropbox or a whatever bucket and you just like copy and paste the images URL
Mm,
in it like that, like
I
in the
have to
source tag
download them and then I upload them onto whatever thing that we use,
that you use. Okay.
and then it just links to that
But you're still
cloud
like
thing. I don't know.
oh, okay. And then you just put in the name and the
Yep.
server knows to retrieve that.
Yep.
Okay. And it's all just vanilla HTML and CSS. There's no like
All of it.
view markup. There's no
Nothing.
React. That's kind of
There's
surprising.
not
That's
not
not just
even
like,
React.
hmm.
The
Is there
most
any vanilla JavaScript?
um yeah, there's
I
a
mean, I
little
guess
bit.
besides like some Bootstrap stuff. Huh.
Like the most they have is some jQuery. But I don't know cuz like we're
Hmm.
strictly just the front end, so I'm not sure what they're using for all these other things.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. So like when they gave you this new landing page, I guess like whoever did the back end like defined the route for you, right? So
No,
you like
we have a whole
no?
thing that I honestly have no idea what it is. I don't know what my job is.
That's
um
surprising. You don't know what's on the back end at all? You don't know if it's Node
no.
or Django or
I
if
don't
it's
think
like
it's anything.
Shopify or something like
It's this whole other thing that I could tell you, but I don't know what the name. Like I don't know if like saying the name will dox if they're gonna be like clients of blah 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 blah, and then they pull
okay,
it up.
then
So,
don't. That's fine.
but it's like basically a website, and it has like slots and libraries, and I just drop the code into this, and now this code is going to be on this
Is it
domain.
WordPress?
No,
Okay. Interesting.
it's
So
yeah,
there's probably not a framework or like a back end to it. It's probably all like a website builder thing with custom.
I think so.
Hmm. Damn, that's kind of surprising. Such a large retailer has that and doesn't have like a back end for their retail facing side.
They
I
you
don't know.
know they probably do, and I don't know. They definitely have. Okay, I don't know. They have something because every day they're like bug fixes. We're pushing these like a different team, and I see that email,
It's
and
a
it's like,
different team. There's probably other web applications for like managing their employees and their products and their
yeah.
stock and their shipping and their
I think a
warehouses and
lot of it is like
distribution.
the checkout and like the messages that'll display there and getting the count of the
So you have
inventory.
to look
Like,
into switching teams. You gotta get on a
yeah,
different team. Maybe. I don't know.
I
That's
want,
the
I would love to learn. I definitely should ask, like, even just to maybe once a week go hang out with someone over there.
right. Yeah, we definitely doing much different stuff.
Oop.
My plate has just been a whole bunch of everything at my job, just like all different types of code all over the place, different modules, different oh, I spilled the grips.
Yeah, my thing is making things look pretty. I'm like, oh, gotta change this font
My
size.
my least favorite part.
Oh, gotta change this height.
Hmm.
I love it. I love that part. Oh, gotta change this button outline and what it looks like
So
when you hover.
you'll have to show me some of the stuff you've worked on once it's
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's gonna be so. I
I don't
asked
think I've
him
ever shown you any
today.
of my shit.
You should. I won't even understand it. You'd be like, look at this, and I'd be like, huh?
But it's all like just front end stuff. You'd be able to follow it.
Yeah.
Like the code behind it, you'd probably be like, how'd you do that? But
Yeah. That's what's crazy is like I had to do this whole little slider thing, and it's all
like a
just
carousel.
yeah.
Okay.
And but then it has like a slick side of it or that doesn't move on mobile. So like one part will stay and then another part will scroll next to it. And
Okay.
I just did some HTML and CSS for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do a lot with HTML, like a lot more than most people know. Like, you can build like modals just with HTML
Mhm.
and CSS. Like you don't need Bootstrap or like JavaScript plugins for modals and stuff. Like you can just build like a dialog box,
Yeah.
um, and all that. But other than that,
What
so
what were we
it's
talking
just,
about?
it's just been we're just talking about your work because
Oh.
you've just been having to work so late compared to like how you normally do.
Yeah, yeah. Big just a
And that
big
is that what it is?
launch. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like a lot of the stuff that we normally do. There's just more of it. Like it's easy stuff, but it's just there's a lot of it right now. But after tomorrow, I think it should
So you
be
think it's gonna die
done.
down?
Yeah, I'm hoping. God, I
Okay.
hope. I need a break. I'm even debating like waking
Okay.
up early tomorrow so I can get it done, get it over
But don't
with.
you still like wait for like a lot of the work until like the end of the day? Is that still a part of it too?
This not this, just because like they have a launch date. They're like, okay, a lot of stuff is going live now, so they've been working on it. I did get it like a couple like the images, but other than that, like I knew how to build it out and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. So also this past week you started solo stream in accordance with your union and your
yes,
contract.
the
So
GCLU union.
so you started playing, it was like Gator or something or something
I think
like
it's
that.
little Gator game, little
Little
Gator
little
something.
Gator game. How'd you find that? Just like on the store, just like browsing?
I think I saw it on Instagram Reels like forever ago, and I put it in my wish list, and then like
Okay.
it was the last day of the sale, the Steam sale, and I was like, I've got something, some kind of solo game like for
Right.
streams and whatnot. So I ended up getting that. I think I also got
Nice.
Unpacking. Is that the game?
Unpacking's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's super chill. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, a couple chill games to do for solo streams.
Okay, nice. I started doing Bloons Tower
Balloons.
Defense
Yeah.
as like a meme because my friends got into it. Like they're unironically like into it, like practicing like metas and strats and stuff,
Oh shit.
and like
Okay.
doing like the competitive stuff. And I was like, I'll stream it like to play because I have to like level up on my off time.
Yeah.
And people hop in there like, let me hop on the balloons. Let me, and it's all like code-based multiplayer. You don't have to add people on Steam, so
Yeah,
it's
that's nice.
kind of. And I've been doing that, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow, but we'll see.
That's fun. And you enjoy
Gonna
it, right? Like you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's very easy to just kind of zone out and play, so
That's good.
it's
I
a good
think you need
time.
more games where you can focus more on chat. I think like if you chatted more with people, maybe maybe
You think
more would
so?
come by.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think people want
I guess we'll have to
attention,
see.
and
That's
it's up to
also
you to give it
true.
to them.
I guess so. But I have a couple games. I think I might do Undertale or one of the Dooms or something
Ooh, yeah.
soon. But I don't know what I'm gonna do because there's so many games I want to play. Like I have decision fatigue. Like I just don't know which one to sit down and play.
You
So
should do a wheel one time in front of your and on the beginning of your stream. Do a wheel
actually do a wheel.
and let that
Oh
decide.
shit. I could. I could put the games
Leave
that
it
I'd
up
be
to
down to
chance.
play into
Yeah.
like a random wheel. Maybe.
Or like
Maybe
marbles.
I'll
Don't
have to.
people do that? Have them race?
Marbles on stream. If only I had enough viewers for marbles on stream, that could be fun.
Ooh, buy them?
What?
Buy the viewers? Viewbot?
I I am. It's not working. It's not
Ooh.
working.
Shit. I
Ugh.
don't know how to help you then.
So, but what do you have planned for this upcoming week? Next week, we're gonna have a topic. We're gonna be
Yes,
planned. We're gonna be prepared.
we
But what do you
will.
have? Do you have anything coming up this weekend? Anything cool or new at all? Going out at
Yes.
all? What do you have going on? What's
Funny
new and
story. This weekend I
okay?
have a little uh plan. I had a plan to hang out with Daniel because his birthday's tomorrow. Turning 40.
Oh,
It's crazy.
old
Um,
guy, 40.
but it's so crazy because like him or me and one of our other friends was planning this birthday thing and it was gonna be a cool surprise. And within 5 minutes, I spoiled it.
You spoiled it?
Within five
How'd
minutes
you
of
spoil
like
it?
finalizing the plans and we're gonna, figure it out and text whoever. I thought I was texting our other friend. I was not. I was texting Daniel. So I was like, oh, and we can invite blah, 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 and like, oh, and this. And then I realized that it
Oh my
was
God.
Daniel.
What did he say? Was he like,
He was like, was that meant for
what?
me? I was so mad. I was so pissed. I was like, forget everything. I've canceled it all. Nothing's happening. Um, but
Oh
we had
man.
we had like a plan, and I'm okay saying this now because
You have a new plan.
we had a plan. Even if he's listening, we were gonna go out to eat, and we were gonna tell him like, oh, we're going out to eat, but in actuality, we were going to go to a friend's house, and that was gonna be the new surprise. But then the other friend
Right.
ended up spoiling that today.
Oh
So
man. You guys can't keep a
both
secret.
surprises were spoiled. But that is the plan for Saturday.
Okay.
Little
Cool.
birthday
We've
fun.
gotta we've gotta book our other Airbnb
We
soon.
do.
We've gotta figure that. I feel like we kind of forgot about it. I still owe you money,
July.
and we've got to figure out like what we're doing. I got my ticket for TwitchCon.
Yes.
We're
Did you guys have
good.
plane tickets?
No, we don't
Oh
yet. We don't
shit!
have
You might want to
plane
get
tickets yet.
that first.
I know. I just got paid. I should probably buy our plane ticket. Gotta figure that out because we gotta go into San Diego, out of LAX, so it's gonna be tricky
Yes.
and pricey,
I
and we're
do
gonna check
think
our bag.
like getting our second Airbnb won't be too difficult because I don't think people are gonna go there. Everyone's going to San
Yeah,
Diego because
right.
TwitchCon, but we're going up north, more LA area afterwards
The
to hang. So I don't think that'll be the
yeah,
biggest deal, but yeah, definitely maybe by the end of
the
next month.
flights.
The
Speaking
flights
of
I feel like you
flights,
gotta do.
my parents just went to Key West, and
Ooh.
their flight going was delayed 8 hours.
Oh
Their
shit.
flight returning was delayed so much they comped them a room and they had to fly back the next day on two different flights, like a connecting flight.
What?
They got fucked over by their flights, and I don't know how they have such bad luck. Like whenever they travel, they just get fucked with their flights.
Really?
Yeah.
I had
So
I've never had issues with flying. Like I've never had
I haven't
crazy.
either.
I've had like
Yeah.
an hour delay,
I
maybe at most.
mhm. I feel like they
Um,
manifested
right.
it.
Something to go wrong.
Right.
There was one night a couple months ago though. I have a sister who travels all the time. She's constantly driving, going to different states. Her kids are homeschooled. And then I have another
Mhm.
sister who lives and stays in Florida, who has 6 kids. It's kind of crazy.
Okay.
So two
That is
of
crazy.
my sisters in Florida, my Florida sister kids, flew over to Colorado, I think is where my other sister was staying at. Um, and their flight, they had a connecting flight, I think, in Texas. Their flight that was supposed to go to Texas to Colorado had to turn around midair and like go back to Texas, and it's just these two children. Like they don't
What?
have a guardian with them, and so like my sister was like, What's going on? What's happening?" And they didn't end up getting a flight until like the next morning. And my sister was like
Really?
freaking out, and I was like, "Fuck, these kids' first time flying,
That's
for like
crazy.
everyone's freaking out."
That's terrible.
I
What the
muted
heck?
the group chat and I went to sleep. I was like, "They'll be fine."
That's that's a good play. You'll just get the update in the morning.
Right.
Like,
It ended up fine, but yeah, it was like same situation. I don't know. They manifested it or something. I've
yeah,
never heard that happening.
I haven't either. turning around mid-flight. That's so weird.
Yeah, mid-flight. I
Oh,
think they said that like one of the pressures, air pressure was off or something. So they're
hmm.
like just to be
Okay,
safe.
that sucks. Yeah, I gotta look into getting our flights. I gotta remember like what day it is again and all that. So I gotta
Yeah,
look into the flights and all that good stuff soon though. It's gonna be fun.
that is coming up really quick.
I know. It's already the
Fuck.
middle of July. It's the middle of July
We're halfway
already.
through the year. More than
Over halfway.
halfway.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Christmas is less than 6 months, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
It's
my
like Christmas in
god.
July, right? Right.
I don't like that.
Okay, we have one other topic to talk about
Yeah.
that I almost forgot about, but I just remembered it. That happened. It's a current event that
Oh
happened.
yeah.
So for those who have been living under a rock, Donald Trump was in Pennsylvania doing a little rally, having a good time with his fans. Somebody crawled up on a roof and tried to
A bit of
assassinate
him.
Ahibadibba, which is crazy that we have lived
Absolutely
in a
insane.
generation where like there was an attempt. Because like I think when was the last one? Like a long time ago, right? I forget
Definitely
when the
before
last
we
one.
were born.
Probably. Yeah.
Surely.
Surely. I don't
I don't
know. But
fucking
that
know.
was crazy. And
Crazy.
I
Nicked his
saw
ear, supposedly,
Nick is
right? Like, who's
that's what it looked like.
who's with
Are we
me?
conspiracizing? We can kind of conspiracize. Was it a setup?
Was
Was
it
it
a
an inside job
setup?
on the left or the right? Never know.
Yeah. Well, everyone is
Was it
like, he's
Russia?
definitely gonna win now. Like after, cause he did the
Yeah.
whole, you
It was like
know,
I've gotta get up and show him all. And yeah, he was. It was like,
it's crazy.
it was crazy.
Watching the
Yeah.
videos, I feel like people, like they had, I feel like their reactions were so mundane. They were just like,
I
ah,
agree.
like I'd be getting the fuck out of there. Are you kidding
Like,
me?
did you see the other like um view where it was like people were recording him like climbing up on the roof
Yes, and
and
they're
like
just
getting
like,
ready
they're like, we told
to
security,
record it,
like, bro, get
and nobody
out of
was doing it.
there.
If I was the lady there recording and saw a dude with an AR getting up on the roof, I'd be booking it,
I'm
like running
done.
away.
There's,
Yeah,
I don't know,
exactly.
people are a little too comfortable or something.
I don't know. But that was crazy to see. Um I mean, I'm glad nobody died. Oh no, the one guy
No,
died. No,
someone
you're
did
right. Somebody
die.
did die. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lie. I forgot
someone
somebody
did
did. Like an
die.
Inno got.
Which was
That's
crazy. It
insane.
didn't I didn't realize that until like days after that someone had even died from it cuz it was just like, oh, Trump was
Yeah, yeah.
attempted. Um yeah.
So that was crazy to see. Um, yeah, could you
The
imagine though
state.
the uproar and rioting that would have happened if he was killed? Like how crazy
Dude,
everything would have been? It would have been insane. I
insane.
I don't know how people would have reacted. There could have been another Capitol storming. Like who
Oh,
knows what would have happened?
probably. It's crazy
So
too cuz the kid was what, 20 years old?
yeah, he was younger than us.
That's insane. Like what is going on
Hmm.
through people's mind to be like, I have to get up. Like
Right.
did they wake up? Like how planned was it?
Like he's got to know like as much as you can plan for that. That's a one-way trip. Like you're not getting out of that. Secret Service could be like
No.
they shot him instantly. Like no questions
Right.
asked.
So it's like a murder
Insane.
suicide kind of thing.
I have no idea.
Oh,
No
so
idea. But it
scary.
was millimeters off.
Oh my
And
goodness. Yeah.
I mean my friends were like, memeing in the group chat about it, but like apparently he was like using iron sights, like no scopes, just like Fortnite. That's what they were saying. Like no scopes, like hundreds of meters away,
He's
Fortnite, just
L
like iron
dancing.
sights.
That's so bad.
I didn't real That's what they were saying. They were like he had no optics, and I'm like, how do you land a shot that close when I don't know.
Pretty damn close.
I know, like if he didn't turn or whatever at that 1 second, like he would have been
Yeah,
dead. It's insane.
absolutely. Imagine. Oh my god, it's so
We
crazy.
got we got Trump assassination attempt before GTA 6.
What
That's
the
like I'm on
heck?
Instagram. That's what all
Did
the
The Simpsons
comments.
predict it?
I
Is
don't
there a
think they did.
Simpsons episode out there?
Who
Someone
knows?
tell
There
me.
might be.
I hate it. I hate guns. I hate the thought of them. I hate looking at them. Everything about them. It's so insane to me that someone can just pick it up and shoot at someone, knowing that like their life will end.
I don't think people grasp the power and
Oh, definitely not.
the responsibility of having
No.
one.
My brother told me a
Um,
story how he went into Walmart and left 20 minutes later with a gun. Like, are you kidding
that is
me?
kind of that is. I don't think they should be that publicly accessible. That's
There's no
crazy.
way.
In a Walmart, I think it's different state by state, but like
Oh,
I think New
definitely.
Jersey's pretty strict. They can't sell firearms or alcohol or other stuff like in Walmarts and convenience stores and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Hate
but
it.
anyways, figured we'd touch on that. Kind of crazy.
Yep.
Um, and I guess we'll see what comes of it. He's probably gonna win.
I
So I mean, good for him.
Go out and
That
vote.
just sealed his
Go out
that
and
just
vote.
sealed his guy.
God.
Just sealed his victory. So. Anyways, I think it's about that time to move on to the Q&A. We can talk about, the Minecraft stakes and any other Q's or A's. So I've got the chat open
Yeah, the
over here on the
stakes.
side.
Let's open up the
Live
chat.
chatters are
Beep, boop,
here.
bop, bop.
If anybody's here and has any
Hello, chatters.
Q's or A's or comments, questions, or concerns they want to voice in the chat, feel free to hop in now and say hello and all that good stuff. Do you want to read the first one?
Ask loser for the stakes of the Minecraft tournament has to learn the hot to go dance. I know the hot to
What's
go
the hot to go
dance.
to? What is that?
H-O-T. Ooh, I have a plan. It's
Oh.
Chapel Rome.
Oh,
O-G-O. Come on, I know the dance.
that's a dance.
The
I
whole
know.
thing. Oh, I don't
I
know the rest
recognize
of
that
it.
song now, but
Yeah, I don't know the rest. I just know the letters.
maybe I'd rather do a 12-hour stream.
Fortnite dance.
uh, hashtag ask. If someone called me little girl at a concert, what would you do? I'd probably start laying into them, calling them all kinds of funny insults and goofy insults, and hope that he'd swing on me and collect a check. I would hope he'd punch me in the face,
Yeah.
and catch a misdemeanor. I think that would be our
Yeah, and
best
sue
case
'em.
scenario. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I probably wouldn't be as calm as Dustin was.
I think I'd like to
So
be like, well, at least she's my little girl.
I'd be like, yeah, you would
Okay,
be into
never
that,
mind.
wouldn't you, big guy?
Never mind.
I'd say some shit like that,
Oh,
like, yeah,
that's
you would
pretty
be into
good.
that.
Oh, you like little girls?
I'd be like,
Oh, this
you would
guy
say
likes
that.
little girls. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know. But that was a good ask. Thanks for the ask. Hashtag ask. Any recommendations for practicing a surprise face?
That's so funny.
Oh shit, Daddy.
Asks Daniel. Dude, we were so close. We just had to make it to the end of the week.
Oh
Just go
man.
like.
Well, I mean, Danny, you know it's all bait, right? Even this part of the podcast has been orchestrated to make you
Don't.
think that what's happening is the actual surprise.
Whoa.
It's all been orchestrated. You don't know
What
what's
a
happening.
You put
It
like
was so
effort
exaggerated.
into
Audio
that.
listeners love you to death. I just winked like a creepy ass.
That was
I don't know.
super good.
Trying to be funny. But yeah, any other asks? Any other asks in the chat?
The hippo
Thanks,
said if
everybody, for
someone
being here.
called them a little girl, what would you do at a concert?
I don't know Hippo's age, so I don't think I'd do anything. I'd probably be like, "You're talking about a minor," or something.
I think I'd join in.
Why would I be at a concert with Hippo? That's the
True.
real question. I don't
Well,
think I'd be there.
you and your minors.
No,
Yeah.
no. Hashtag ask worst birthday party experience. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't think I've had like a bad birthday party. I haven't had like too many. I had like a couple bowling ones when I was like a kid and that kind of thing. But what about, do you have any like bad birthday party experiences?
I remember one year my mom used to date this guy who I absolutely hated.
Okay.
Like just so fucking annoying. So much tried to be like, oh, like try this is cool, like peer pressure, and I'm like, no, I don't want it, but like try it, it's cool. Like,
Oh.
dude, shut the fuck up. Like, it's not like drugs or
How old were
anything.
you?
I was old enough. I mean, I've known him for
Okay.
so long, probably like since I was 10 up to an adult. But just crazy
Okay.
annoying. But there's like one year we went to my sister's house. It was my birthday, and I told my mom like, oh, for dinner I really wanted chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
And she was making it, but then he took over and he shredded the chicken in a blender and that made me really upset.
Oh, what the heck? That's
It
weird. Okay.
ruined the dinner for me. I was like, that's
Oh, that stinks.
disgusting. Yeah.
Sorry
That's all
that
I could think of.
happened. That's all you could think of?
Yeah.
I don't have a bad birthday party experience, but for my high school graduation party, I was there like celebrating, and like hanging out with my friends. And my one aunt came up to me and was like, "I forgot my cigarettes in my car. Go get them." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." I didn't want to tell her no. So
What?
in the middle of the party,
So
I left to
shitty.
walk down the street to her car and got her cigarettes out of her car. And then my cousin showed up and she was like, "What are you doing out here?" And I was like, "Oh, Aunt whatever wanted her cigarettes." And she was like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
And then walked into the party. Um, so that was just a weird experience. And then I gave them to her, and then I didn't talk to her the rest of the
I
night.
don't blame you.
So that was funny.
I had
It's
an
like ask one of my other siblings that aren't doing anything.
or go get them your fucking self.
Your fucking self. Like you
Come
forgot
on.
them. Like
Make a kid get your
you're not that
cigarettes.
old. You walked over here. You can walk back if you care that much. I don't know. So that was funny.
I
Any
had
other askers?
I had one
Sorry.
more birthday experience when my
Oh, share.
18th is my 18th, my mom's 50th, and so we did like a
Okay.
family vacay to Tennessee, and that was like the first time we'd ever did. Was it Tennessee? I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
Somewhere we were like so excited to see snow and whatnot. But I remember I was in high school, but I was doing the early college, so I had classes
Right.
online, and I remember I had to get like an assignment done. And so I don't think it was on
Okay.
my actual birthday day, but one of the days of the week in that celebration, I was like getting the homework, and I remember asking some of my nieces and nephews who are very little, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm trying to do this homework. Can you go play somewhere else?" And
Right.
my older brother was very drunk at the time, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up. You're ruining everything. You're just like your dad. You're the worst." And I
What?
cried the whole night. Yeah. Brother's
Asshole.
a
What the
really
fuck?
bad drunk. That one's pretty
Jesus.
memorable.
That's fucking memorable. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Fun. It's
Jesus.
okay. He's in jail.
You're a 17-year-old kid doing like your homework and
Literally.
your kid screaming. You're like, "Hey, can you play some else when you do homework?" And he was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah. Yeah. He was
Jesus.
crazy drunk. I just know like he wasn't being himself, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
like thanks, man. Thanks for
Yeah.
doing that to
Jeez.
me. That's so cool.
That's really
That
cool
was
of
a pretty
you.
bad one. Any more
That's
asks? Any more
awful.
questions?
If I forgot my cigarettes in my car at your party, would you go get them? If you were coming to my high school graduation party and you're, am I dating you at the time? What? And you want me to go get your cigarettes? Sure, I guess. I guess so.
Get them and smoke
Uh,
them. Smoke them if you got
yeah.
them.
But anyways, I guess that's just about all of the asks we have for today. So, thanks everybody for coming out and listening to this episode of the Spaced Out podcast. We're gonna be back next week, doing some conspiracy theory chat
Yes.
and talking about all kinds of